going on YouTube? How's everybody today? Today I want to talk about this collaboration album between Rob Lowe of TV on the Radio, 90 Day Men. He also has a solo project he goes under the name of Lichens, where he in Lichens he just makes like ambient music where he just layers some guitar and adds some weird sounds and just makes this kind of weird psychedelic ambient tapestry kind of music. And the other guys in this is a guy named Matt Clark and Jeremy Lemos in a band called White Light, and they're just like I guess experimental noise drone music from Chicago. I don't really know a lot about them. I have a lot of Lichens related stuff though, and I really like him a lot. I have his album he did with Clownlad Canyon called Exterminating Angel. I have a review for that up. So yeah, this is called White Lichens, 2007, Holy Mountain Records, and it's pretty much all this kind of like I heard something, drone music, I guess, like electronic drone, a lot of like synthetic drone music, electro fuzz, digital fuzz kind of stuff. It's divided into 5 movements. The first and last movement are close to like 20 minutes in range, and they're all named after these demons. I'll show you some of the pictures just to explain it. Like, these are all these kind of like, apparently King Solomon way back in the day summoned 5 demons and had to keep them in this box, and he had to put these symbols on it to contain these spirit demons things, and they have all these names. Like the first name is called, oh, this guy has 3 names, Simgeres or Clemesius or Chimerus, and it just has like, if you summon these demons they'll give you powers and stuff. Like the first one helps you find treasure, and then the second one, oh man, it changes your shape and stuff, it helps you with astronomy. Oh man, yeah, it's all this kind of heavy stuff, like kind of Necronomicon kind of level. Like he'll help you, he'll give you servants and familiars, and oh yeah, you have to sacrifice things to this one called Belial, or he won't give you true answers unto your demands. But then he tarrieth not 1 hour in the truth, unless he said contrived by divine power, and his seal is this, which is to be worn as Afro said. It's all this kind of heavy literature. It's also got this story at the end about, I think humanity's building this tower to the moon, but there's moonlight's making everybody crazy, and they're having hallucinations that there's a lake full of women and stuff, and a guy gets hit by lightning in this, and tigers and lions are getting mad at them, so they invent light bulbs towards the end. They call them orbs. Some ran to nearby waterfalls. Gigantic wheels were raised, and turbines transformed the speed of the water into magnetic spasms that rushed through the wires up the poles into luminous humming globes. So it was there hundreds of electric moons canceled the ancient green queen of love with their blinding chalk rays. So I guess it's like the moon was driving people crazy in that story, and they had to invent light bulbs to cancel out the moonlight so they could live in sanity. I don't know. The music here though, like I don't even know if I'd even talked about it. It's just like drone music. It's just big like ebb and flow kind of like revolving drone music, like swirling, pulsing, just hums and stuff like that. You can hear a little bit of like guitar feedback and stuff. It's not so much about like different notes or sustained notes in here. It's just like experiments with tone and feedback and like frequency changes and stuff like that. Some of the stuff is pretty reminiscent of Sun. White Lichens sounds a lot like, if I had to compare it to anything, like maybe if Growing and Earth had a collaboration. If you guys know who those 2 bands are, they're both pretty experimental drone bands. Growing's kind of more psychedelic, and Earth is more like heavy metal based. There's no real heavy metal influence on here, except maybe on like track 3 sounds a little heavy because there's a lot of bass, a lot of low end. But most of this is just kind of staticky fuzz, digital, ambient drones. Very kind of gives you a feeling of transcendence when you listen to it. It's kind of music you have to sit down and listen to it really closely and kind of let it involve you and stuff. All that demon stuff and Necronomicon stuff in here has nothing to do with the music really. Like I could see this music being used as background music for like long incantations or exorcisms or something like that, or summoning of spirits, but it doesn't have to be for that really. It's the kind of music you can just kind of let yourself get lost in and let it give you all these kind of weird mental imagery, take you on this kind of, you know, inward trip into your own mind and stuff. It's pretty cool music, just big waves, big curtains of fuzz and white noise and guitar feedback, and like the last song's got a little bit of piano on it and stuff too. It's pretty typical. No, I mean it's not really your typical like ambient drone music, that's for sure. Maybe it's just because it doesn't have all the heavy metal, you know, flavors it usually has. It seems really focused. It seems like it rewards close listening, you know, like the more you let it get into you, the more pays off and stuff. There's not a lot of shifts per song. Like each song kind of attacks the whole digital drone thing from a different angle and stuff, but each individual song pretty much just starts off quiet, builds up to this climax, and then slowly ends. There's a clear definition between each song too, start to finish. I really don't know why all this demon stuff's in here, it's beyond me, but it's pretty cool. If you're a fan of drone music, if you like Earth, if you like growing, if you like, you know, anything like I've mentioned before, like Cloudline Canyons or Lichens, definitely seek this out. If you like the kind of transcendent music and stuff like that too, it'll take you on a mental journey in your head. If you like having your music wash all over you and pulses and streams of sound and tone and stuff, it's totally for you. I enjoyed this album a lot. I was pretty surprised. I forget why I picked it up. So this is one of the first albums I ever got by Lichens. I think I just bought it on a whim. I don't know what about the cover or the title made me want to get it. Maybe these guys standing in fog was appealing to me then, but pretty cool stuff. Those guys are just looking up to the sky because they're watching their own concert, I guess, and just being blown away. But White Lichens, self-titled, 2007, Holy Mountain Records. Holy Mountain Records is also known for putting out a lot of far-out stuff like this. Pretty cool stuff.